Hi guys, this is Shannon with Pink Dust Cosmetics. We're here with Christina El Moussa, our fave. She's going to do a big event tonight, so we decided to film her makeup so you guys could see. We're going to do a little purple smoky eye using the Princess palette and maybe some black. What do you think?
I think that sounds good. A nice smoky eye and we're set.
We already got the pomp on, so
Exactly, bringing the pomp back.
hardest part's over. Enjoy! I already applied light medium concealer as a base for her. Now I'm using Toast eyeshadow as an eyeshadow base all over from her lid to underneath her brow bone. I'm going to use the color Silk Sheets from the Princess palette on her lid. I did wet the brush before I'm putting it on because that really kind of makes the color pop and gives it that a little bit more metallic-y, frosty look, which is what I wanted. Now I'm using the color Roselle from the Princess palette. I switched to a larger, fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to keep kind of packing it on and blending it until I get the pigment that I want. This is a really good blending purpley color if you want it to still look soft but have that kind of purple undertone but not be overdone. So I decided to just jump right in and go straight to black eyeshadow. If you want to start softer, you can always use charcoal. I'm just kind of putting it in the corner of her eye and blending it toward the middle softly. This is kind of in fast forward, so I do this way slower in real life, so take that into consideration. See how I'm kind of pushing the shadow up and out and softly blending it toward the center and pulling it in. Same on the other side. It's always easier when Christina isn't trying to text while I'm doing a smoky eye, but you know, I'm getting good at it by now, so I don't worry too much about blending while I'm applying the darker shadow. I just kind of keep putting it on, looking at it, putting it on, looking at it until I get it the color that I want and it's the shape that I want, and then I'll go back and blend with a fluffier brush and soften it all up and make sure that there's no harsh lines. This is also a really good example on why you should always do your eyes before you do your face makeup, because then you don't look like a raccoon. You can clean it up first. It makes it a lot easier than having to redo your foundation. This is also the way you can give that kind of sharp edge to your eyeshadow if you like that look and really like pull your eye up as well. I almost always use Luxe Cream Liner on Christina. I feel like it's the easiest way to get a thick, sharp line. And I know it's not going to smudge or move all day long. She usually likes it pretty thick, so I just like to start right on her lash line and keep building on that until I get it as thick as I want. And always remember you want it to be thicker in the corner and thinner on the inner corner, so sometimes it's easier to start outside and work your way in. Now everyone's favorite part, lashes, which is a whole other video in itself, but Christina usually likes to wear either number 747 shorts, 747 mediums, 213s, or number 1s, which a lot of companies make them. You can find them on Amazon if you guys are wondering what lashes she usually wears. And I'll attach all that in the description. And then I just like to go back over with the Luxe Cream Liner again and just kind of seal in that lash, and that kind of gives it that deep black effect right on her lid that makes it kind of more dramatic. I'm using Dual Action Concealer in light medium for her concealer. I just put this right under her eyes and then bring it kind of under her cheekbones to highlight a little bit. This just makes her under eyes look totally concealed and flawless. And then I'm going to go in with Mineral Photo Touch Foundation in Vanilla Cream and just blend it all over. A little bit goes a long way with this, so you just kind of need to apply a little at a time and just keep adding and adding and blending until you get that flawless look that you want. This foundation is really buildable, so you can keep packing it on to get more and more coverage. And then I'm going to go back with the Dual Action Concealer in light medium again and use it as a highlight. This is one of my favorite things to do because it looks really natural and it has a really pretty glow to the face. And I'm just going to put it all on her cheekbones. I don't remember what she was talking about right now, but it must have been really exciting because she has the craziest facial expressions ever. I just put it on the top of her brows. And then I'm going in with Nude Mineral Powder under her eyes and in her T-zone because I want to keep it light where I put the concealer. And then I use Cream Color Mineral Powder and to set the rest of her foundation with all over her face. Now I'm going to use Baked Bronzer to contour with and use to bronze and just kind of use a smaller blush brush. I like to apply it the heaviest right there, right underneath her cheekbone, kind of next to your ear, because that's where it makes your face kind of look the skinniest. And then I blend it into her cheekbone and bring it kind of all around her forehead and down. Again, this is on fast forward, so I do it a lot slower usually. I'm using Brunette Brow Precision Pencil on her brows today. I go back and forth with this and brow balm on her. Sometimes I use both. She has pretty thick brows, so I don't need to do too much shaping. I just kind of fill them in where they're needed and outline the bottom, so it makes it look really sleek and perfect. And then kind of fill in the outer corner so they all look natural. And then I'm using Luxury Waterproof Mascara just to blend her lashes in with her fake lashes. And then, of course, underneath, I love Bottom Mascara. It's one of my favorite things to give you that really doll face look. And then I'm going to use Nectar Baked Blush and just kind of blend it into her bronzer and up and out. And then this is Glisten Highlighter, one of our favorites. Just it looks amazing in pictures, and it's not too frosty, but it's just the right amount. And then this is Noir Gel Waterproof Eyeliner right in her waterline. And we always use this in her waterline because it doesn't smudge and it can be in the sun and it won't be all over her face in an hour. And then I'm going to go underneath her lash line just with a little bit of cork and then some black and just enhance that lash line a lot and kind of build on that. I like to kind of thicken the lash line a lot, but not make it overly smoky, so it's not super dramatic, but it just still makes your eyes pop. I'm just using kind of a thick angle brush for this. Now onto lips. I think you can kind of wear any nude or pink lip with this eye. It would be really pretty. Today we're wearing Spiced Outliner and Angelina Lipstick with Fairy Dust. I do like to kind of spend a lot of time on liner because it really shapes the lips and kind of gives that base for the lipstick. And then when I do put on the lipstick, I do put a lot on. I like to pack it on. I feel like it lasts all day, and you don't get the same effect if you just put 1 or 2 layers. So it's just a thing of mine. I put it on and on and on. I'm like OCD lipstick applier. And then we're going to use Fairy Dust lip gloss. This is going to kind of change the color of the lipstick a little bit. It's going to add more of a pink hue, which I wanted because I felt like it just kind of makes them pop.